This product is available through the link in the description box below. Dropping over $600 on a single storage drive sounds extreme. It gets even harder to justify when you realize that drive relies on a connection standard that is a decade old. To see where this drive sits, look at this quadrant chart. 8 terabytes of solid-state storage is a massive footprint, carrying a huge premium. But at 560 megabytes per second, modern NVMe drives completely dwarf it. The culprit here is HEISLI. It is a legacy interface, and it inherently creates a severe speed bottleneck. If you only care about getting 8 terabytes of space, you can buy a standard mechanical hard drive for a fraction of the cost. And if you have a $600 budget to spend, you could buy a lightning-fast, modern NVMe drive instead, assuming you are willing to settle for less capacity. So why would anyone invest top-tier capital into a hard-capped speed threshold? To evaluate this drive accurately, we have to throw out standard PC building logic. We have to view it strictly as a highly specialized architectural tool designed for niche professional workflows. The first major trade-off is unavoidable. Utilizing the SATA III interface inherently caps your data transfer rates way below what current motherboards can handle. That 560 megabyte per second cap makes this drive completely unviable for modern direct storage PC gaming. You also cannot use it to actively edit 8K multicam video directly off the drive. The bandwidth just isn't there. This table maps it out. A SATA III input results in capped transfer speeds, triggering a red warning for gaming and 8K editing. Change the use case, that same input becomes a stable stream, earning a green highlight for 2.5 gigabit home networks. If you are an active home labber or a NAS optimizer, that stable bottleneck does not affect you at all. It all comes down to network saturation. A 2.5 gigabit home network physically cannot transfer data faster than what this SATA drive already delivers. In this environment, older tech actually has an advantage. It pushes consistent, unbroken data streams without the aggressive thermal throttling you run into with high-speed NVMe drives. If you deploy this drive in a network environment where the pipeline itself is the speed limit, the interface bottleneck becomes entirely irrelevant. Shifting away from data speeds, we have to look at the physical reality of using a 2.5-inch TLC NAND flash chassis. There is real physical friction involved here. You must manually route SATA data and power cables and physically mount the chassis inside a drive bay. But that physical friction carries a massive architectural upside. It completely frees up your motherboard's highly valuable, strictly limited M2 slots for your critical scratch disks. The real justification for the physical bulk, though, is the elite 4,800 terabytes written endurance rating. This bar chart compares endurance. A standard consumer SSD hits roughly 1,000 terabytes written. The 870 EVO towers over it with a 4,800 rating, dropping failure rates to near zero. Plus, being solid state, it operates at 0 decibels and is entirely shock resistant. The financial reality is steep. Achieving this massive capacity with absolutely zero noise costs roughly 3 to 4 times more than buying an equivalent 8 terabyte spinning hard drive. You have to view that massive cost multiplier strictly as a silence and durability tax. Paying that premium is only justifiable if your physical environment or operational security simply cannot tolerate the noise and failure rates of spinning disks. The 8 terabyte 870 EVO is a highly specialized architectural tool. It is not a plug-and-play upgrade for the average user. Let's check this flowchart. Path 1. Need a boot drive or active gaming storage? That gets a red X. Path 2. Need a cheap mass archive? Another red X. Path 3. Need a silent, off-board massive asset library? That gets a green checkmark. To translate that first path, gamers and general PC builders need to avoid this drive entirely. For the second path, budget-conscious data hoarders should stick to enterprise mechanical hard drives. But we find a perfect fit persona on Path 3. Music producers who require absolute acoustic silence in their studios for massive sample libraries will find exactly what they need here. It is also a perfect fit for video editors who have exhausted their motherboard NVMe slots, but still need fast-access, highly reliable cold storage for raw 4K B-roll. This drive's true value lies in maximizing your legacy boards with absolute silent reliability. This product is available through the link in the description box below.